Open mics across America. Years ago, back when the earth was young and full of hope and dinosaurs roamed the land, I was a band guy. I was a lead singer and rhythm guitarist in a couple different bands. And I had grown my competency and confidence level to, pretty major degree. I probably wasn't the best front man you could ever want to watch, but I was pretty good. I had a definite command of the stage to the extent that at one point in time I actually fell asleep while singing. Um, so, so after the band part of my artistic career kind of went away, I ended up being a solo recording artist predominantly, and I didn't hit a stage for, I don't know, 10, 15 years, frankly. And when I came back to it, it was just me and an acoustic guitar. And I started hitting open mics, and I started realizing pretty quickly, yeah, all that went away. It's a big difference between having a band pumping away behind you and you being there up on your own with just a guitar. So I found that open mics were a way for me to really get back my confidence. And about 10 years ago, when I first started doing them, I thought, God, wouldn't it be a great idea if somebody went around the country reviewing these things, or rather at that juncture before this whole, before YouTube was so huge, I just wanted to play them. I thought an open mic tour would be a great way for me to put out an album and tour that album for people who have no idea who I am. And because that describes an awful lot of people. So I had that dream for about a decade, and finally I'm at a point where I can actually do this project and add the video review element. And that creates essentially I hate to use a yuppieism, but a win-win situation, which is what I usually aim for as a person and as an artist. I don't like to ever actually do things that purely benefit myself. And this is a way to promote a venue, and it's a way to promote an open mic, a host, and the performers who are performing at said open mic. So I think it's a pretty cool idea. Why are open mics important? Well, as a live performer, I think they are extremely important. For a guy like me whose stage legs disappeared after a period of time, it's a wonderful way to regrow them. If you're a novice, it's a wonderful way to grow them in the first place. If you're trying out new material, it's a good thing. You have a song and you want to see how an audience responds to it. No better way than at an open mic. So I think they're wonderful things and extremely important, and every town should have one. And every town of size with performing artists living in it should have one. The format of this project, as I've put it out so far, is basically an overview of the venue visually and just the vibe of the place. And then hopefully some video footage of the host, describing the open mic and what the intent is and what the rules are. And then hopefully a montage of the various performers. Now I have to be careful about that. Some venues, while people are playing covers, there can be royalty issues. So trying to avoid footage of people playing covers, even if they're doing them really well. So more focused on originals, but you got to be careful there too, because you don't want to put somebody's uncopyrighted material out there on YouTube. So what I try to do is focus, like a 10-second snippet of something that really highlights them as a performer, but doesn't necessarily give away the store in terms of what they're actually performing. And hopefully, as I'm doing this process, I'll have their name and their contact information, so if people are suitably impressed, they can contact them for a potential show. So there's that. And then, hopefully a statement from the host, if I can pull them aside. And after that, kind of going through my 5 criteria as to what I felt about the place and the event. And the criteria are the venue, the host, the sound system, the audience, and the other performers. So that would be the format. And this winter, the winter of 2015, going into 2016, I am planning on circling the entire country, going up to the East Coast and back through the Midwest, and hitting as many open mics as I possibly can, and reviewing as many of them as I possibly can, and trying to give an unbiased review. All the various factors, the 5 factors that I've isolated, I think are extremely important. So, gonna have a go at this and see how it turns out, and hopefully it's an experiment that will benefit all involved and give some novice or experienced performers that much more publicity, and of course the venues and the hosts. So there you have it, open mics across America. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at an open mic somewhere. Bye now.